Welcome back to Raymond Lee Jewelers web series. I'm Liz, and today is the second installment in our Diamond Month web series, The 4 C's Explained. Last week, I explained the meaning and grading scale of a diamond's clarity rating. Today, I'll be going over the definition of a diamond's cut grade and how that grade is assigned. The cut of a diamond is the term used to describe its polish, symmetry, and proportions. It does not refer to the diamond's shape, for instance, a princess cut or round, but instead refers to these 3 factors that have a huge impact on a diamond's brilliance. While each of the 4 C's that define a diamond determine its value, cut is one of the most important characteristics and greatly impacts a diamond's beauty. There are several types of cut styles, for instance, brilliant or old European, but for the most part they are symmetrical arrangements of various facets that a diamond cutter carves out of a rough diamond. The cutting process is meant to make the stone as beautiful as possible, and to allow the diamond to reflect and refract light in the most beautiful way possible. The diamond's cut primarily affects its fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Fire refers to the colors that a diamond's interior reflects. They're flashes of color on the visible spectrum that result from the diamond scattering white light into the colors of the rainbow. The diamond's brilliance is the reflection of that white light after it hits a diamond's facets. It is the contrast between these white light flashes and the shadows created by the diamond's cut. The greater the contrast, the greater the diamond's brilliance, and necessarily, the better its cut. The scintillation of a diamond is the amount of sparkle a diamond produces when it's moved, or the light source illuminating it is moved. Like I mentioned before, the diamond's cut can be defined as its polish, symmetry, and proportions. The polish and symmetry aspects of this definition refer to a diamond's facets. The facets on a diamond are the smooth, flat surfaces on a diamond that are polished after cutting. A brilliant diamond has 58 facets that, on a well-cut diamond, will maintain good symmetry. The proportions of a diamond are determined by the facets' shape, size, and angles. The way that the facets are cut affects the amount of light that the diamond reflects and refracts, and a cut grade demonstrates how well the facets maximize this light to create the brilliance, fire, and scintillation I mentioned before. The proportions also refer to a diamond's depth. When cutting a diamond, the cutter must also maximize the amount of smooth, polished diamond that they can cut from the rough. A cutter can choose between a better cut diamond with a smaller carat weight, but higher price per carat, or a larger diamond with a greater carat weight and less than ideal proportions. A diamond cut on the shallow side will create a lower angle for light to enter and reflect onto the slanted side facet of a diamond, called the pavilion. So, it will instead enter and escape through the bottom of the diamond, where the effect will be hidden by a mounting or its wear. A diamond cut too deep will allow the light to enter the diamond, but it won't be able to reflect back to its surface because the angle of the pavilion is too steep. Again, the light will refract and exit through the bottom of the diamond. In a properly cut diamond, the light will strike each pavilion facet at just the right angle, reflecting the light back through the top of the diamond and producing fire, brilliance, and scintillation. The depth measurements of a cut diamond are determined by measuring in millimeters from the top of the diamond, called a crown, to the bottom, called a culet. A diamond's cut grade takes into consideration all the factors I've mentioned so far, along with culet size, the smaller the better, girdle width, the outer edge of the diamond where the crown meets the pavilion, polish, and symmetry. So, when evaluating a diamond for purchase, remember that the cut grade represents all of these various aspects and should be the primary way to evaluate the diamond, along with the other 3 C's. That being said, be wary of inflated cut grades that sound more like hyperbole than descriptors. Because there's no industry-wide standard for cut grading, jewelers can assign a diamond any cut grade they'd like and claim that their diamonds are hyper-ideal or super excellent. The GIA very recently established a diamond cut grading chart, and their grades are the examples we'll use today. A GIA grade of excellent is the highest. It means that the diamond has maximum fire and brilliance, and that the diamond reflects almost all light that enters. The next grade is very good. These diamonds properly reflect the majority of light that enters. It's virtually identical to a diamond with an excellent cut, but its proportions are a notch less than excellence. For round brilliance, Raymond Lee Jewelers recommends opting for excellent or very good cuts and being flexible with color and clarity for maximum impact and best value. A diamond with a good cut grade reflects most of the light that enters it. A good cut grade still creates a beautiful diamond, and for fancy shapes, a cut grade of good still has fantastic proportions and is of great value. The cut grade of fair means that a diamond lets a significant amount of light entering it escape from its bottom and side. This reduces the diamond's fire and brilliance and will have a noticeable impact in diamonds over 0.5 to 75 point carats. A poor cut grade is assigned to a diamond that allows the majority of light that enters it to escape through the sides and bottom, giving it a dull appearance. Most reputable jewelers do not carry diamonds of a poor cut grade, and Raymond Lee Jewelers doesn't recommend sacrificing such an important factor for price, regardless of the color, carat weight, or clarity. A smaller diamond with a slightly lower clarity grade, like VS2, and a bit higher on the color scale, for instance a J color, will still be breathtaking if its cut grade is excellent or very good. When shopping for a diamond, if your preference isn't necessarily around brilliant, your budget will have even more wiggle room, as a good or even fair cut grade will still be lovely on a diamond with otherwise good characteristics. Because a diamond's cut is the biggest determining factor in its brilliance, and therefore its beauty, we recommend buying the diamond with the best cut grade available in your budget. A diamond is revered first and foremost for its sparkle, and this factor is determined almost entirely by how well it is cut. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week with another installment in our diamond series. Remember that you can always call or email us with diamond buying and selling questions, and soon you'll be able to find our comprehensive diamond guide on the Raymond Lee Jewelers website. We'll see you next week.